Today I'm joined by the lovely Maruta. She's the Senior Brand and Community Manager for By Rotation, the world's largest social fashion rental platform. Imagine borrowing from your coolest friend's wardrobe. That's By Rotation on a much larger and much more sustainable scale. Their motto, what's mine is yours. Maruta joined By Rotation as their first hire, and she's built the community from the ground up to 500,000 strong. She's also featured in Draper's 30 Under 30 for her sharp instincts and her community-led mindset. From shared wedding dresses to listings that help fund IVF treatments, By Rotation proves that fashion can be both meaningful and circular. I'm so excited to chat to Maruta today about her career journey, building a community, and the future of sustainable style. Thank you for joining me.
I'm so excited.
How are you doing?
I'm really good.
I'm going to move this little ball here. Okay, you were the very first hire at By Rotation. What was that like, and what made you believe in the brand from day one?
I mean, at the very beginning, it was like 2019, which is so long ago, before all the lockdowns. I basically was at university and I had just graduated and I was looking for internships. And actually, I think it was like meant to be because the By Rotation profile had followed my personal Instagram. I wasn't like an influencer or anything. I think I was just following a lot of sustainable pages and they somehow found me. So she had followed me and I think we had around like 1,000 followers at the time. Now it's like almost 300k, which is crazy. And then I just instantly DM'd because I was like, this is an insane idea. I had never heard really about sharing clothes and like the peer-to-peer style. And I just DM'd and I was like, can I please have an internship? I'll do anything you ask me. And I was really interested in like social media and graphic design. And then, thank God, but Ashita like saw, I think, potentially me. So we had an interview. She was so passionate, I remember, from like day one. And then from then I haven't really looked back. It's been like 5.5 years now.
I love that you made the first move as well. And did you always know that that's something that you wanted to go into, fashion?
Not really. Like when I was in high school, we call it high school in Latvia, I was really wanting to be a doctor. And because my dad was kind of like very like adamant that I have to do something, like straight and like something that's good. I basically enrolled in this course that prepares you for medical school exams, like the entry level ones. And I did that for like a year. But I know I still have one of my best friends, she's a doctor now and she's completed her studies. And we did it together, but I was just like, I'm not sure if like this is me or like it's a lot of studying and like I love to study and I want to be perfect in everything that I do, but I just felt like wasn't a bit of me. So then I decided, I always had this feeling in me that I want to move abroad and like try doing something in the UK or somewhere else. And then I found this course in outside London in Southampton, which was like fashion communication and promotion, I think it was called. And then I just enrolled in that. And then I moved abroad and I did everything from scratch by myself. I've kind of always been creative, I think. I've loved like photography. I've always loved putting together cute outfits. So then it just felt like the right direction to go into, but it was really scary to move abroad on my own when I was like 18, I think.
Yeah, I bet that is scary. What prompted you to come to the UK?
I think it's like in Europe, I saw that London is like the fashion capital and I thought this is where all the brands are and this is where all the opportunities are. And especially when you look at universities in Latvia, there's like barely any fashion related courses. It's all either business or marketing. So I just thought that course will help me further in life, and it did.
Yeah.
Luckily.
It is a really new concept, peer-to-peer lending. So what did you think initially? Did you have tons of questions? How did Ashita sell you on it, basically?
I think she didn't have to do any selling because I was so excited about it. And I just thought it's such a clever idea that people can share clothes between themselves and earn money on it. I thought, how has no one ever thought of this? So I think since day one, I was just really passionate. And in general, I always like loved vintage shopping and being kind of like when you grow up in Latvia, everyone's really like sustainably led. I think it just goes through our families and like it's passed down through generations. So I've always been really keen to work in a company that's kind of sustainably driven and more purpose driven versus than just trends. Because before I joined By Rotation, I basically did an internship in like a fast fashion retailer in their head office. It was only for a short period of time, but even then I was like, I'm not sure. Like when you like in the like weekly meetings, seeing what they do, there's no discussion about sustainability or anything, at least back in like 2019. So I just felt like this is not right for me, it doesn't align with my personal values. So I really wanted to do something that feels my passion every day.
Good, I'm glad. It is so lovely when you do something that you feel is leading up to a greater purpose. So congratulations. What's your all-time favourite piece that you've rotated?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. I was actually thinking about this yesterday because I want to just look back at all the things I've rented. There's so many. I would say one of my favorites is probably, I rented like a Leslie Amon mini dress with feathers for my birthday.
Oh, I love that.
It's like neon blue, but I would never really buy it.
I remember you with that, and I was like, you look great. Honestly, your Instagram is popping because
thank you.
every time I see you, you're somewhere really cool, dressed in something really cool.
Oh, thank you. I think also like it's interesting to borrow from other people's wardrobes and style it in your own way. Because when I rent my own wardrobe out, like I'm renting out this top as well, and anything I usually wear. So it's cool to see how like, other people style it, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm not really a fan of this outfit anymore. And then I rent it out to someone and they style it in such a cooler way and it looks way better than what I would wear it. I think also I haven't worn it personally because it's not my size, but in the store we have so many pieces from celebrities and like actors, and I really want to find an occasion to wear something from like Ellie Goulding's wardrobe.
Nice.
She is actually my size, so there's like a few gowns that she's worn in Las Vegas on stage.
Wow.
On tour, and it's like the exact same dress, so I really want to experience it.
That's so exciting. I literally love that. Oh my god, she looks amazing.
Yeah. And then I've rented a lot of bags. Like I love wearing and renting a bag for the weekend, even if like I don't really have any big plans. It's nice to rent something for like a staycation. We have quite a few now, like Lulu Guinness archival bags from 2000s, and you can't really buy them anymore. There's like a disco bag, there's like a castle, a dog, so they're really, you know, the novelty bags.
Yeah. I spotted one up there. Yeah, they're gorgeous.
So I love renting those. I rented also that one.
Oh.
And they're iconic lips bags.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to rent almost. If I could do it weekly. I just need like occasions to rent it for.
Oh my god, yeah, I know. I had a few credits on by rotation, so I was like, right, what can I rent? And I was like looking, and I was like, oh my god, I just like love just renting for just to wear it. You know, not that there needs to be an occasion, but just a really cute top or like.
Well, you used to be our ambassador.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I love by rotation. Are there any brands that you lean towards rotating more?
Not really. I think I try to like experiment. So I think with renting it's fun, and almost like I feel like you should try experiment as much as you can, because I've discovered so many cool brands that I'm not familiar with, and then also I just love renting things that I haven't worn before, and then I'm just surprised that it looks good on me.
It's such a fun way to just experiment with your style, isn't it? And see what you love, especially sometimes when you're going through a bit of a style rut and you're like, what can I do? Like, how can I mix it up? It's just fun to see what other people are wearing and how they do it.
And it's more sustainable and more cost efficient as well.
Yeah, definitely. Who's in your wardrobe gets borrowed the most?
Surprisingly, I got a pair of moon boots, like black moon boots. I didn't know that it was a brand from the 80s. Turns out it is. I thought it was a new brand.
I thought it was a new brand, yes.
I did my research. But we do a lot of ski wear on the app.
Yeah.
And because moon boots, I feel like you wouldn't buy them per se for yourself. But because I go to Latvia a lot and it's snowing there, I do wear them. So I rented them out, I think, around 10 times. And I bought them in sale for around 80, but I've made all my money back on them.
Amazing.
And they look brand new because you only wear them in snow.
Yeah. Honestly, the ROI on some of the things is crazy, because I've got a realization par dress, you know, the zebra print brown one, and I think I've actually made the money back on that. And isn't that amazing that you can buy something and just say that it's paid for itself?
It's addicting.
Yeah.
I also I try to put the money aside because there's a few people in our community who have managed to save for refurbishing their house. There's one lady who I know you mentioned, she paid for her IVF journey with the income from lending her wardrobe. I'm not there yet with the savings, but it's crazy the impact just sharing your wardrobe with others can make.
It really is. How amazing to be part of someone's journey like that. I always keep the money that I rent on by rotation, because I know as soon as I move it out into my bank account, it's just going to get...
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because we have the wallet feature now, and it's quite cool because then I spend all of my earnings to rent something else, so
Yeah.
it's like a free rental.
Yeah.
Girl
Girl
math.
math. Yeah, definitely. I just love seeing it grow because there's nowhere, I've got no other app where I've got money in and I'm actually seeing that grow, whereas on Buy Rotation, I'll check it every few months. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I had that money. I'm so glad it's there.
Yeah.
And I won't move it out because I don't want to spend it, which that would be a huge risk if I did that. Can you describe your personal style in 3 words?
Oh, that is actually a hard question. I think it's fun, vintage, and then maybe colorful. I think those 3. But you tell me what you think.
No, I actually think that's such a good depiction because, yeah, I love your style. I love the way that you pull pieces together. Even before we sat down, I know you were saying that you got a lot of prints, but I love that because I just think it's such a cool way to wear your wardrobe. Yeah, I love your style.
Thank you.
Yeah. Who's your style icon or someone that you would love to raid a wardrobe from?
Oh my gosh, so many people. I feel like, I don't know if you're familiar, there's Devon Lee Carlson. She's like an influencer from the US, but she also just does the coolest outfits where she pairs a lot of like vintage, not necessarily designer things, but even like baby tees and like prints in such a cool 2000s way. I would love to see her wardrobe. And then I'm just gonna manifest, but I would love to rent Dua Lipa's wardrobe.
Oh my God,
It's
I know.
insane.
Yeah. Also, Dua Lipa's life just looks insane. Like whenever you see her Instagram post, she's always looking really cool, sun-kissed, on a beach somewhere.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm manifesting because I think we should have her as a rotator on the app.
100%.
I'll put it out there.
Yeah, that's going to happen. This time next year, she's going to be on Buy Rotation. Dua Lipa, if you're watching, Dua Peeps, get on it. No, love that. Talk to me about some of your rotators. What are they like? The community's great. I want to know more about it.
Well, I think also when I started, I couldn't even imagine how big the app will grow. And obviously, working alongside Ashita, it's been just like so inspiring to see her grow, such a huge community of people. Now we have around 500,000 users on the app, and we've launched also in the US, and we're soft launching in Middle East as well.
Nice.
But in general, there's just so many nice stories because I think when you join the app, it's just so much more than just fashion rental. It's a community. So when you join, I think you're guaranteed to make quite a few connections, friends. There's quite a few stories that I love. For example, there's one where we launched a bridal edit where brides can obviously borrow things for their weddings, like there's something borrowed. And there was a bride who rented a wedding dress and she returned it back to the other bride with a slice of her wedding cake.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so cute.
I love that. Definitely from being an ambassador, there were so many amazing people that I met, and everyone's so nice and also has amazing style. And I love that you've created that community because it's not easy as you grow. So you have such an amazing community. How do you keep that community feel as you grow?
In general, it's been really important for us to do a lot of in-person community events where people can come because we're such a tech-based platform for them to come, meet each other, make connections, meet the other lenders and renters. Sometimes we have stories of people coming and they're like, "You're actually wearing my dress, you rented it from me yesterday."
I love that.
And then they meet in person. And it's one of my favorite parts of my job, I think, doing community events, and it brings me so much joy seeing all these people make friendships that are just more than fashion rental. Even like personally, when I moved to London for this job, I didn't have any friends. I just moved with my boyfriend. I was like, "Hello, can you please have some friends?" And then I've met like quite a few close friends through rotation community events, and we've just hit it off from day one. And I recently got to attend Lee, who is my friend, her wedding, and I thought that's crazy that I've met her through this app and now at her wedding. It made me really emotional.
That's so amazing. When did she get married?
She got married like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and she got married in Hackney, and I think she's listed her wedding dress on the app as well. She like rents out her wardrobe, so it's a full circle.
Yeah, no, I really do love that because I do think for a time we were all really struggling to have that in real life connection. And I think since the pandemic, people have struggled to make those connections, make those friends. So to not only be sustainable and showcase some of the best fashion and these pieces that people can't get anywhere, but to also create those friendships, that's such a nice thing to be able to say that you get to do. Not many people get to work with a CEO very closely. How have you found the experience?
Oh my gosh, it's been like a roller coaster. poster. My best memories with Sheeta are also at the very beginning. When I joined as an intern, I used to work from her flat in London. We used to do everything together and we would sit alongside each other. And now as the company has grown, she's very much still involved, and I send her all of my ideas and everything. So it's just been really inspiring to work alongside such a driven and passionate CEO as Sheeta, and I'm just very lucky. And I've learned so much.
What's also amazing is that there's no red tape. You know, when you work for a big organisation, you can't just text the CEO your ideas and then you're like, oh yeah, we'll make that happen tomorrow. It goes to your manager and then it goes to their manager and then it goes all the way up there and someone will be like, yes or no, and then you'll go make it happen, but then the idea might get lost in translation. Whereas when it's such a small team, you can make such a big impact and you feel like your ideas are really being put out into the world.
As you said, like our team is so small, but we're so passionate and we come to work every day so excited. I'd say there's never a no. Everything goes a yes with us. Like even me and Georgia, my colleague, when we got the townhouse, we came in on Saturday to paint the walls because we were too excited and we wanted to move in.
I love that. It sounds like you've got a family kind of mentality. That you'll just all pitch in and do that. And with BR, I always forget how tiny your team are because you just do amazing things. You're in the press, you're in the media, so many people know you and love you. You wouldn't think it's 7 people who are making that all happen. So well done. Tell me about what you did last weekend because that was super fun.
Oh my gosh, last week was a crazy week. On Monday, me and Megan were having our weekly team meeting. We had our plan set for what we're doing this week, and Ashita was hosting a brand trip in Italy with quite a few influencers and friends of the brand. And then on Wednesday, we found out 16 hours before that there's actually an opportunity for me and Megan to join the trip. I mean, we were hoping that we might go, but when we thought, oh, not happening this time. So we had about 16 hours. We left the office at 6 p.m. and the next morning we flew to Italy and met everyone there.
What an amazing experience. Like, how many people get to say that they just fly to Italy with work and get to wear beautiful clothes and eat pasta?
You can see the vlog on TikTok. It was like full of roller coaster emotions.
No, that is actually the dream. Can I have a job?
Yes, you're an ambassador.
What's your favourite campaign that you've run?
So many. When I started in 2019, I used to mostly work on social media and marketing, and then over time I've kind of moved into more community building, influencer partnerships, and then running the townhouse alongside my colleagues. But I think my favorite one would be probably when we launched in US. We got to fly to New York, and I had never been to the US ever in my life. And coming from like Eastern Europe, I thought that is the coolest thing ever, that I get to fly to New York with the founder and CEO and Megan, my colleague. And we spent a week there doing content, doing all the launch events, meeting all these crazy influencers that I had looked up to growing up. So that was a crazy moment. And just in general, seeing like Times Square, I was freaking out.
Yeah, because I actually went to New York for the first time ever this year. Well, end of last year, beginning of this year, because we went for New Year. And it was amazing. It's just like the movies. You see it all and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've seen this millions of times at home and now I'm here.
But I think people probably have that with London because we live here every day. We're like, oh, you know, I'm over it.
No, I totally do get that because when I was younger, I used to manifest that I wanted to live in London.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking, I'm obsessed with London, and it was really sad moving away from here. I know, but even when I was living here, and I do think as I knew I was leaving, I just appreciated everything so much more. And I always have the pinch me moment when I go across, I think it's Waterloo Bridge or London Bridge, and you see everything, like all the bridges in front of you. You see the city skyline, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I live here.
I still have that, to be fair. I have it, you know, on the Blackfriars Bridge where the train goes through.
Oh yeah.
I always am on the train looking out the window.
Yeah.
How is this real?
It does feel like a movie moment, doesn't it? Yeah. I think I'll always love London, and you know, you can love somewhere but not be there, so that's okay.
And then another one that I've loved was back in it was like 3 years ago, I think. I got to work and design the fly postering campaign we did all across London. So remember signing it off with the sheets and working alongside. Like she was designing some bits, I was like aligning and like making sure it all looks good. And it was crazy to see it all across London on buses, on walls. Yeah. And that was also really fun.
Oh, Yeah, to see it in your home city
Yeah.
as well.
And then last one, there's so many, but was launching this incredible House of Biro in Mayfair. It's been such a cool opportunity to work on this alongside my colleagues. We've worked on everything from furniture, doing all the rails, then doing all the VMing, and now to obviously doing events here weekly, meeting our community, and then seeing all the renters that come in and rent for the special occasions. In terms of brands and what's available in the store, there's so many cool brands for any occasion that you might need to rent for, whether it's a last minute rental or you're looking into like try something for a wedding. We have quite a few cool brands.
What's this lace blue and feathery one? That looks amazing.
So that's actually an independent brand, but because all of the clothes belong to influencers or, for example, creators that we manage wardrobes for, that one's from the wardrobe of Maya Malnar. She's like a big influencer on Instagram. But then we also have equally partnered with independent female-led brands, like we have Canums. We also have Lulu Guinness, their archival bags. So there's a bit more than just fashion rental. Everything has like a story, I think, in here. Even like our wall paint is all sustainable. It's with Link, so they did a custom color for us.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I love some of the community events that you've done here. Can you talk about some of your favourites?
We've done quite a few. We launched back in October and we've done events here almost every week.
Wow.
So it's been a lot happening here weekly, but we've done quite a few exciting panels downstairs. We did also like jewelry pop-up with Mathilde Mourinho. She has a jewelry brand. And then we did a big pop-up and takeover with Lulu Guinness. That was quite exciting. And we have so many fun things coming up for the festive season because we're not here until December.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to pop in again because coming here, it's just a dream. Like, it is stepping in to the best wardrobe in the world and you're like, I want to have this, I want to rent this. Yeah, it's so nice. Also, I think what's so nice about setting this up is sometimes about rental, especially when you do it the first time, people feel nervous because they're like, will it fit right? Or, you know, like, what's the process? So it's so lovely that you get to talk to your customers one-on-one.
Yeah, I think especially with this store, it's a really good opportunity for people who don't know about rental yet to come in and like meet the team, because I think whoever walks through the doors, we try to make it a really personalized experience. We ask them what their occasion is. They can browse it up for additional options. We'll bring them like a curated rail. And in general, it's also good because I think every brand sizes differently. So it's really nice that they can come in, get to try a few brands, and then I think they'll feel more comfortable in renting loads of things on the app. Because on the app, there's obviously things like we've introduced features like the size chart. So when someone rents something, you can add on the size scale if it's bigger or smaller. And then our lenders are always so helpful. I mean, you probably know, you get all the questions. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I always just ask questions like, oh, how did it fit on you? So that's how I get to know the lender, and then I rent their piece.
What was so smart about you guys building out the ambassador program is for a concept that isn't known widely yet, then I do think having those ambassadors helps so much because the amount of people that have been like, oh, hey, like, you work with biorotation sometimes, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, I love it. And they ask, like, how does it work? What do you do? It's great because you feel so passionately about the brand that you're excited to tell them, but also then they get to know without having to like troll through FAQs. And
I also feel like our lenders and renters are our biggest ambassadors because they've tried the app and they love it so much. So it was so natural to launch an ambassador program that just champions our lenders and renters.
Yeah.
And you know, you were like in it.
I love it. And not only is the app amazing, but the fact that you've got this is so rare for a company to be so good on their tech side, but then also to be great on their physical presence. That is actually such a hard cross paths to get to, and you guys did it. So
Thank you.
You've been recognised as Draper's 30 under 30. What does success look like to you now?
I think for me, it's like less about titles and awards, but having a really healthy work-life balance, coming to work even 5.5 years later, excited, passionate, and excited to learn new things, and also just working alongside such a passionate team and like learning from them every day.
Okay, are you ready for rapid fire questions? What's a trend that you're loving right now?
I've been loving novelty bags and Pucci, you know, the Italian Pucci summer, all the like scarf tops, and they tie, and we have some cool Pucci dresses on the app, like really long ones, because they're so expensive, but you can rent them for cheaper.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'll have to get that for a holiday. I am actually going on holiday soon, so do you have
Oh,
any
you
more?
have to rent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what other recommendations do you have for me?
I think a Loewe basket bag.
Yes, I
Definitely a
wanted
must.
to rent one, and I actually, oh, this is sad. So I rented it, and then I was being really disorganized because, you know, before holiday, you're just like,
Yeah.
you know, like, where is everything? And then it got delivered, but I wasn't at home then, and then I never took it on holiday with me. This was like 2 years ago. And then I messaged the lender and I was like, oh my God, I love your bag, and I'm so sad because I didn't get to take it on holiday. But at least I got to wear it for like 1 day, which was at the end when I wasn't doing anything, and I was like, I'll send it back to you now.
Oh, you should have a look though if you have like lenders near you, because we have the rent by location feature, and then you can see everyone around you and what pieces they have. Sometimes I use it for like last minute rentals when I don't want to use shipping. I just go collect it from somewhere near me.
People from Stockport, please get on buy rotation because I want to share my wardrobe with you, and I want to share your wardrobe. What trend do you feel like is coming back around?
I think jelly shoes.
Yes, I love your cute little jelly shoes.
I used to have some when I was in high school, and I annoyingly left them in Latvia. So when I go back now, I'm gonna bring them back because they're actually surprisingly comfortable. My boyfriend was like, "What are those?" And I was like, "You." Watch them come back inside, and now they're everywhere.
Yeah. My friend, her boyfriend said that they look like, you know, a bag of onions. They've got the red, yeah. And I was cracking up. But do you not get dodgy tan lines with these?
No. The thing is, I don't ever get tanned. I literally get burned, or like there's no in between. So I just avoid the sun a bit.
You're safe. Okay, so you're Latvian. We've got 24 hours in Latvia. What are we doing?
Oh my gosh, this is my favorite question. There's so much. I think Latvia is just not very well known, and I would love to be an ambassador for Latvia if someone would give me that title. I think there's so many cool beaches that people know about. Whenever I post pictures, people are like, is this in Latvia or like somewhere in Spain? So go to a beach. Then I would definitely recommend spending some time in Riga, which is the capital. There's so many like nice small plates wine bars. One is called Truffle, so I'd go to that one. And then I would definitely go to, there's a really nice food market in Riga. It's called Agenskans Market. And my mom has a really nice flower store there. So you could go meet my mom, say hi, and have some wine.
Flower store, because I've seen that on your Instagram sometimes, and she creates most amazing bouquets.
So I think also like my creativity probably comes from her, because she's very like artsy. I think if I could describe myself, I'm probably like organized but creative, artsy but in the middle. My mom is very like artsy, less organized. So
I get you, because I really vibe with that. Like I feel like I am a bit of a creative, but I'm also quite like logical, methodical, all of that. So I'm kind of in the intersection, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not like a super cool creative, but I'm like kind of there.
Because have you seen that trend on TikTok where it's like things that are very rock and roll? I'm never any of those.
I've not seen that trend.
Have a look.
Okay.
It's people like list out things that they think are very rock and roll, and it's like coming to a booking like 10 minutes late, like wearing white headphones. I will be the opposite. Like I'll be there like 20 minutes earlier and like sit there.
Oh, that's so sweet. You're quite a foodie, aren't you? So where do you love to go in London for food?
I also love Hampstead. Like I just love going there. There's so many nice pubs there that do like the gastro pub life. There's a really nice pub in Kentish Town as well. So on the other side of Hampstead Heath, I think it's called Bull and Last. I don't know if you've been there. And then there's also the Holly Bush in Hampstead, which is incredible. Like their food and like drinks there are really nice. I'd say like cozy pub vibes.
Yeah.
And a walk at Hampstead Heath.
I love the Holly Bush. I was lucky enough to live like literally on that street, and it was my local for a bit, which was honestly perfection. And every time it felt like you were in a movie just living there. I'd step out, walk to the tube, and I'm like, I can't believe that this is my life.
And Harry Styles lives there, so
yeah.
I'm petitioning to see him one day.
Tell me about the time that you spotted Harry Styles.
No, I actually never like saw him. It was our intern Thea. She managed to see him in Marylebone, and we did this viral TikTok on the back of it because she was going to the post office dropping off parcels, and she ran into Harry Styles with a partition tote bag.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was you. I was just like,
I'm still waiting for my moment.
Yeah. Okay, so you love Latvia, but you also love London. So what's your perfect day out in London, would you say?
kind of described it already. I honestly just love Hampstead Heath. Like
Yeah.
waking up, getting a coffee somewhere near West Hampstead. There's a really nice spot called Grocery Post in West Hampstead. I go there all the time. Then just heading to Hampstead Heath, having a big walk, maybe having a swim in the ponds. And then if I really feel like it, I might go to like a small place wine bar somewhere in like Marylebone or Fistrovia. Yeah, and seeing all my friends.
Nice. What's your coffee order?
Iced latte, very
Nice.
basic.
And where are you going for it?
I think in Grocery Post in West Hampstead. Or in central London coffee spots, I love Watch House. They have really good coffee.
What do you have wish listed anywhere? It doesn't have to be by rotation, but what are you next buying, basically?
I'm actually not buying much. I haven't been spending money on any new clothes. I'd either spend my income and by rotation on something on the app, because we also have a resale section. So I actually got the stock in resale on the app.
Nice.
And I feel like I spent my rental income on it, so I've just been doing it that way.
Yeah, it's all moving in a big circle. I love that. That's us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Had a great time with you.